Hey everybody, welcome back to the Henry Disc Golf channel. My name is Jerry. Today we are out at Bevier Park with episode 2 of Approach Wars. Oh, that's high.
Oh,
Good. Good.
good putt.
Oh, got it through the small gap. That's beautiful. Drop, 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 drop. So today we have Prodigy discs. We have a PA3 and a distortion. We're going to go ahead and compare these, of course, to what we shot first, which was Discraft. So let's get into it. Here we are on hole number 1. Hole number 1 is a 190-foot par 3. We're going to go ahead and go with the distortion first. Nice sidearm first thing here in the morning. A little bit wide. It's getting down there pretty good. A little short, not bad. PA3, we're going to go ahead and throw this backhand. Don't have a lot of experience with the PA3, a little bit more with the distortion, just because my brother Franklin was throwing the distortion for a bit. Oh, baby. And that's gone. Well, actually not too gone. It's not too bad. That'll be a putt. So here's where the PA3 wants up. It's a little bit past the basket, not as far as I thought it was going to be originally. Cool. Got a birdie with that one, but this was our first, so this is the one that we score from. This is the distortion. Nice. All right, got a 2 to start out the round. We're going to move on to hole number 2. Here we are on hole number 2. Hole number 2 is 305 feet. It's basically straight ahead. Just want to push something out straight, have it hyzer off towards the end. I'm going to go PA3 on this one. Try to see if we can just get a nice good rip on it. It's stable. Not too bad. A little short. Going to go ahead and throw the distortion as well. Got some width on it. Getting down there. Not in a bad spot. So we made it up to the PA3 here. You can see the distortion on the ground over there. Left with about, say roughly about 40 feet. Should be a nice, easy tap in par. Here we are on hole number 3. Hole number 3 is a 250-foot par 3. It's basically, again, straight ahead. Just got to miss the tree. Out in the middle, we're going to go with the distortion. Try to put this out wide and just let it crash back towards the basket here. Didn't get enough height on it. I feel like that doesn't glide as much as a zone. Just because I'm still getting used to the disc, we're going to go ahead and throw the PA3 as well. This will probably be the last hole I throw both of them on off the tee. It's a little bit better on the glide department. Still not super glide either. So here's where the distortion wants up. The PA3 was up a bit further. Going to go ahead, try to see if we can give this a little bit of a good bid. Definitely a little bit farther away than we were on hole 2. Okay, wasn't a terrible bid, but definitely put it up a little bit higher than what I wanted to, and it was over the top of the basket. Left here with about a 20 footer. Ooh, a little high. Glad I'm getting that a little high though. All right, unfortunately we will be taking a bogey here. Here we are on hole number 4. Hole number 4 is a 262 foot par 3. We're gonna go ahead and go with the straight hyzer gap here with the PA3. Just trying to hit this decently, see if we can get it up by the basket. Oh, a little high. Oh, good, it got through the branch. And sit down. It's a pretty good shot. So after a pretty decent throw with the PA3, we are left here. It's about a 15 footer. Okay. Another par. Moving on. So we made it to hole number 5. Hole number 5 is a 400 foot par 3. We're going to go ahead and go with the PA3 again. It'll probably be the PA3 off the tee for the next few holes. And then we'll start getting back into the distortion towards some of the later holes on the round. We do have a little bit of a right to left wind. So we're just going to throw this PA3 flat and hard and just try to see if we can get it close to the white basket. And then we'll throw an upshot to the other one. That was low and way shorter than what I wanted, but that should be fine. So here are the results of the PA3. Left a little bit further than what I would like to be, but actually not in a bad spot at all. We're going to go ahead and grab the PA3 again. Throw it. Let's try to see if we can get it right next to the mound or on the mound. Try to tap in a par. Get through. Not bad. Pulled it a little wider than what I wanted. Here we are after the upshot. Left here with a pretty good look at par. Ooh, it's a little bit inside. After that miss, looking at a cleanup for bogey here. There it is. Welcome to hole 6. Hole 6 is a 246 foot par 3. Basically, you just want to throw this one pretty straight. A little bit of flex on it just to get it down through the trees. Have it hyzer back towards the basket. Going with the PA3 here. Oh, I got it out wide. Hit the tree branch. Well, I still got down there though. That was a little rough. Came up a little bit short, but honestly not a bad look at a par, or I mean a birdie here. Whew. Close. Hey guys, welcome to hole number 7. Hole number 7 is a 232 foot par 3. It's basically straight ahead. You just want to be on the left side of the Mando. Just going to throw this out. Just have it crash back down towards the basket at the end of its flight. Get around it. Hyzer. Oh, I got it. So I want them hitting that tree, coming over here. Definitely have pretty obstructed look here. Try to see if we can give this a bit of a toss run here. Probably not going to see me in frame, but we're just going to tap this out for a par. There we are. Welcome to hole number 8. Hole number 8 is a 262 foot par 3. It goes out and then hyzers off to the left. We're going to go ahead and go with the distortion. Try to see if we can put enough height on it to get it over to the basket. I don't think we got enough height on it. Ooh, good skip. That should be a look at a putt. It'll be a long putt, but a look at a putt. So I actually wound up about where I normally am from the basket here. You'd think that means I'm good at this putt, but we're also putting with a putter that I'm not used to. But we are going to make this putt. Like I said, we're going to make this putt back to even. Welcome to hole number 9. Hole number 9 is a 218-foot par 3. It basically goes out and just curves over to the right. We're going to throw the backhand first with the PA3, and then we're going to also throw the distortion on sidearm. Trying to give this a nice little bit of ante and just have it kind of fight out at the end of its flight. Oh, that's fighting out too early. Not enough ante. That is down there. All right, that is by the walking path going to the next hole. All right, we are going to go ahead, go with the distortion on sidearm. Try to throw this nice and smooth. Oh, a little wide. Get through, get through. Oh, hit the log and dropped. Yeah, hit the log and stopped. All right, so I actually want that past the path to go to our next hole, which is hole number 10. Grab the distortion just because I thought I may need it on this shot, and I think I do. A little bit of a tough spot. Got some trees and limbs around us here. I'm going to go with a little sidearm approach. Try to see if we can possibly put this in the basket. Nope, got it too wide. And we're still going to have a little bit of a tough look from there. There it is. Another 3 or even par through 9. Halfway through, see if we can pick it up on the back half. We are here on hole 10. Hole 10 is a 232-foot par 3. We're going to go ahead and go with the distortion on sidearm. Try to see if we can get this in a spot where we have a look at a putt. If not, it'll just be an upshot to the basket. Been pulling that wide. That is down behind a tree over there. Not good. So here we are. Unfortunately, kind of did wind up tucked next to this tree here. I actually hit up there and then dropped down. We're going to go ahead and go with the backhand with the PA3. Just try to throw a nice and smooth shot. Get it up by the basket. Or in. So there should be a routine tap in. But with my putting, you never know. Got it. Another par. We're moving on to hole 11. This is hole 11. Hole 11 is a 303-foot par 3. We're going to go with the distortion on the hyzer gap. It's been the one that I've been hitting more consistently here lately. Plus, I don't have, I think, an understable enough disc to really hit the turnover shot. Distortion it is through the hyzer gap. Oh, early. Skip. Fairway. Middle fairway. Distortion. The distortion wound up short. Definitely didn't have it carry very far. It was a little early in the release point. So we're going to just try to throw a little pitch up hyzer here with the PA3. Get it right next to the basket and card another par. Oh, got it a little too wide. All right, well, that should be a putt for a par. We hit the tree right in front of us here. So we're gonna go ahead and go with a straddle. Let's get this in for a par. Ooh, pushed outside, huh? All right, it's a bogey. Here we are on hole 12. Hole 12 is a 213-foot par 3. We're gonna go PA3 first. Try to throw the straighter gap here. Miss it. Nope, found it. All right, and the distortion. I'm gonna try to go a little bit wider gap here. Oh, definitely wider. Got it too wide. I'll say this, Prodigy discs like to find trees. So this is where PA3 wants up. I actually have pretty decent line at a putt here. Try to see if we can get it in or get it close. Close it is. Hole 13 here. We have a 262-foot par 3. I think it's going to be one of the last few holes I'll be able to throw the PA3 on, because most of them are going to wind up being a little bit more power shots with the distortion. So we're just going to try to throw this out flat and just have it hyzer towards the basket at the end of its flight. And that is a great shot. A little short, but that is a putt. So we made it to the PA3 here. Looking roughly at about a 15 to 18 footer. That one felt smooth. Here we are on hole 14. Hole 14 is 249 feet. It is essentially, I tried to throw a turnover backhand with something overstable that comes out of it at the end. This is also the scene of the ace for the recycled ESP zone. So we're going to throw the distortion here, try to turn it over, have it come back at the end of its flight towards the basket. Oh, that is got some. Oh, get down through. Wow. That was surprisingly a really good shot, considering it went out, hit a tree, and then just like dipped down and kept going underneath the pine tree that usually gobbles up most of my shots. We are left here. It's right about a 20 footer. See if we can put this in for another birdie. Short. Welcome to hole 15. It is a 278-foot par 3. For the most part, it's straight in front of us. We just want to try to hyzer kind of up and over and around the trees that are out in the fairway. We're going with the distortion here. See if we can try to get it down there. Oh, wow. I yanked it. Go, go, go. That's short, but still a look at a putt. Made it up to the distortion. We are looking probably at about 35, 40 footer. All right, rolled down the hill. Definitely have probably about a 20 footer coming back now. All right, here we are with about a 15 footer coming back. Not as bad as I thought. Thought I rolled a little bit further. Proof that I can make the putt. All right, that's another 4, unfortunately. Taking us back to +1 for the round. Here we are on hole 16. Hole 16 is a 245-foot shot, basically straight ahead. You do have a, I don't know, say it, rock path that goes around the green. That is OB, anything on or outside the rock path. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the distortion here. Just try to give it a little bit of width, have it crash down towards the basket. Spiking down really nicely. Wow. Took a backwards roll. Not bad. Let's look at a putt. All right. We are left here with roughly about 15 feet. Slight headwind coming at us here. Slightly uphill. See if we can put this in the basket. That's still just my struggle. All right, guys, welcome to hole 17. Hole 17 is a 252-foot par 3. It's basically straight ahead of us. Again, that rock area there, have to be on the right side of it. Left side of it to be in bounds. I did have to put you guys right at the back of the tee pad, so you're not going to see as much of the run up as normal. But we're going to go distortion here. Try to maybe flex this over just a touch. Try to get it up to the basket. It does play slightly uphill as well. Slight bit of flex. Get up there. Let's up there for a look. So this came up a bit shorter than what I was hoping for. Looking at about a 25-footer. Whew. Right there. We're going to figure out this putt at some point. We made it to hole 18. Hole 18 is a 318-foot par 3. It's going to be a tough ask with the discs I have to get there, but we are currently +1. I'd like to play even. We're going to throw the PA3 and try to see if we can get down there to try to get a look at a putt for the birdie. If we can't, that's all right as well. Oh no, a little too much try hard. Gotta try to throw it in. All right, because it's the last hole, we're gonna also throw the distortion. Not a bad throw. All right, guys, made it to where the PA3 wants up. We haven't thrown this on sidearm yet, so I'm just gonna give it a little sidearm touch shot up to the basket. Try to see how it sidearms. That was a little staby. I threw that a little nose up, but on a decent amount of hyzer angle, it just held it the whole way. Good throwing. Here are the results of the upshot with the PA3. Looking at a putt for par. Jerry, why do you suck? I'll leave that there. All right. Unfortunately, we did end with a +2 on the round with Prodigy. Surprised I putted as well as I did with the PA3. I've putted with a PA3 in the past. It was a baseline one that Franklin had, and it didn't really work out the best for me. I definitely switched which putter I was using during the manufacturer challenge that we had. So definitely surprised with this one. It actually flew really well. Definitely a good disc. I may actually wind up reviewing the PA3, especially for a throwing putter, because this is it's pretty good. It compares a lot to I would say right in between a Cash that's not as stable as a Cash, but it probably, like a Cash and a Luna, one of the more overstable Lunas. I think it would probably fit in between the two of those. With that said, if you'd like to support us, please head over to Upper Park Disc Golf, purchase something there. We do get a little bit of kickback from that. Also, if you use our promo code Henry Disc Golf, you get 10% off of your order as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Make it good for somebody else. We will see you guys next time. Peace.